Hi everyone. So in this video, you will learn how to create this prototype in Figma. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner or you don't know how to use Figma tools. I will explain everything here like you are just starting for the first time. So you'll be able to create these products and do all this beautiful animation, self explanatory, and it's very easy to understand once you listen and you pause the video. You would learn how to make and how to use design principles in Figma. Hi. So today I'll be talking about designing. We're designing three mobile app screens, and they'll mostly be in fintech industry, and there'll be dark mode. So let me just get right into it. Select my frame. The next thing I want to do is go to phone and pick the screen size I want to design. So today we'll be designing a splash screen and an home page and a card selection page. These three pages are what we're going to be designing today. And I want to pick my colors, so I would first use my colors plugin, and just select the colors I want to use for this design. Then I'll just click on this and just keep skipping. Oh, okay, this is a good color. I would lock this because I like this color, and keep generating the rest of the colors I need. Do I want this? Do I want this? Okay, I'll unlock this one. I'll keep it still. Just keep going. Keep going. Okay. This color. Yes, I'll just pick this. I'll just click on add colors to my document, and this is it. It has created the colors for you. Then I'll close this. So I will create my first screen, and I will choose this for my background. I'll choose this color, my background, which is 020202. The next thing I want to do is I want to do some halo effects or some glow effects. So next now click my circle, and I'll make it bigger, holding shift and left click and drag. I hold shift, then just click on my left mouse button and drag. I would select my colors, it should be this. I will also duplicate it and do another one for this, duplicate again, and also make another color here. So I would select all three shapes and just do something like this. I think I should use yellow. Yeah, I'll use this yellow instead. I would select all three, group. I selected all three, then I grouped it with Control plus G to group. Now I want to give it an effect and change it to layers blur and do 300 on layers blur. Okay, not bad. Good. So I make it smaller, and I can just bring it into my design, and I'll put it here. And I'll duplicate, then turn, just drag it to the bottom here. So next thing I want to choose my font. This will be our splash screen or onboarding. Let's make it an onboarding. Screen. So our onboarding screen with this, and we'll put a text T for text. You put T, then you select the text tool, and we would use what font do I want to use for this? I will use I have regular demo, and I would say own free virtual wallet card. So I'll do 32. So if you are trying to find how to get regular demo on the internet or to get fonts, most times what I just do is I just go to the internet and I search the name of the font I'm looking for. I say regular demo.ttf. TTF is the extension that helps you find fonts on the internet. So when I search this, to give me pages that have regular demo as a font, and I can use it for my design. So I would just continue with this and just do bold and just do 48 and drag it here and bring it into the design. Okay, it looks too big. So I'll just go back to 40. Bold is too much, semi-bold seems fine. And there's something I see people do. I don't like space between my text. So I like to do this and just reduce it. It brings me more sanity. I cringe when I see designs and there's so much space between text. Next I want to do the subtext. So we'll just see create and own virtual card. Let's reduce this text first of all to 18. Then let's reduce the hierarchy of this text to regular. 16 should be fine here. Create a virtual wallet card and manage your finances and transactions on a daily basis. Stop. So I would most times it's good to use when you're designing. It's good to use 2 fonts for your design. So I think I'll change this one to Leto, and 16 seems to be just okay. Yeah. Then the space between them is too much. Now this is the rule for design. When you have big text, you can have lesser space, but when you have tiny text, you can just come back and increase the space between it. These are the rule of design you need to know. Regular seems too big. I'll just do small. You know what? I'll go back to regular and just do 15. Then I want to de-escalate this. I'll just go here and just choose this one. Next thing I want to do is I would create a text that says get started. So I duplicate this with Alt plus left click, Alt. I held Alt and I dragged it down with left click. Then I would just say get your virtual card. Now you notice that you cannot go ahead to create a button like this because you have these 2 things. You can manually decide to make it small like this, but instead I'll just come here and just do this, so it hugs the content immediately. Next thing I want to do is I want to make a button, which is an auto layout button. So I'll just press Shift plus A to give it a frame. This text has become a frame. Then below I would come to the fill and I will come here to my auto layout panel. When you create an auto layout, you will have this panel created there. So this left and right is for increasing the size of the button from left to right. This is for increasing the size like this. And this is for when you have 2 items inside this button. For example, I have an icon inside here with this. This will be the spacing for the 2. And now I want to just use top and bottom for 16. Bottom. And 40 my left and right. Then I'll give my button the border range of 32. And the text inside, I would make it black. So we have this already. So this is an onboarding page that talks about getting a card, a payment card. Okay, next I want us to create another icon that says get card later. Get card later. This is an onboarding screen. An onboarding screen is a screen that dictates what you are doing, that dictates what you are working on or doing. I'll just put this. I want it to be the same size, so I'll just increase this two together and just do this. So yeah, so when you have two buttons, also make sure you're not the same color. They are different colors, and I'll just auto layout the two together with Shift plus A and do a space of 16 between these two buttons. Then drag it a bit from the bottom and do 70. Drag this two to the bottom also, and I can also Shift plus A and give it a space of 16. You know what? I'll do a space of 8 between these two. So now we already have our screen. The next thing I want to design is we want to create cards, virtual cards. So what we could do is we draw our frame, click on frame, then just draw a shape like this. Then give the border radius of 16. So now it's our virtual card. We're going to make one for this page and just do autofill. Then next we'll click on linear, and we would have a linear card created here. We could just do this and do this. The first color we want to use will be from our design. The second color would be taken from. Okay, so we'll create this card. And next thing I want to do is want to have this card is a master card, so we'll just go to icons and click on Iconify plugin, and we'll search for master card. We'll just drag it out here. Also, we might create other cards, so let's create a Visa card. Visa card. Okay, I think it's just Visa. This would be icon. I could just select any of this. Just close it. So I'm going to make this smaller, and I'll press K to scale. You see it changes here when you click on scale, and I'll just reduce the size of this button to this. And the MasterCard icon should be. Let me put it here. The text here says is black, and I want it to be white. So I'll just come here and just change this color. This is selected color. So I'm selecting all this, showing this. So I'll just select all this. Better sanity. I call good design sanity. So next we have this text. We want to have the name of your name. My name is Peter, and I'll just put Peter Rock. Peter Rock. Just my ATM card, and I'll reduce it to 24. And I'll do Peter Rock design. So this is my virtual card I'm creating. I'm creating a virtual card. And next thing we want to have my card number at the top. We'll just do 1 8 3 4 5 6 8 7 0 9 0 0. So I don't like this font, and I'll just check my laptop and I'll just start with digits numbers. So yeah, I like to use this one instead. I'll just drag it into this design, and I would reduce the size to 20. Pull it to this corner. Next, what does the card have? Cards usually have, after they have the name of the person, they would have this. They would have the expiry dates at the corner here. So just do 11/22 and go to 20 down. Just have it to the corner here. Next thing, we could decide to have a chip showing here, and let's create a virtual bank name. Let's say Bank of Africa. Bank of Africa. This is the bank name. Then we will do 20 and change the hierarchy to this. So here we go. We've created our first card. Now we can make it better by going again to our plugin. I will press, because I used this plugin, Iconify plugin last. The shortcut to get this plugin back will be to press Ctrl Alt P. It brings back this plugin. I'll just search chip. Then once I search chip, I can just drag this one or this one out. So we could just add this, located here or here. You can change the properties of this particular chip here and just I'll just reduce it or increase it if I want to. So we created our first card. Now I want to create multiple cards in isometric 3D over here. So I'll just duplicate this. I'll just rename. To rename it, double click. Just click on card 1. I'll duplicate. I'll press Alt and drag to duplicate. Next thing I want to do is change the color, right? So I'll just come here, click on this linear, and just I could just even create a shape and just do frame, give the color of a dark color, or I would give it. Before I do this, let me just hold on and just work on this design and just select my colors of yellow. You see, I have 2 cards already like this. Then I'll click on second color and choose black. I could also choose a third color and just choose something randomly. So this is our second card. I'll create a third card now, and I'll just click on the frame and just have this card have just a single color, a linear color of yellow. I don't want to use yellow, so I'll just change the card to this color. It's like a regular Nigerian card. Then I will create this and just drag it into this design and just pull it here. Then I will change the color to something I find appealing. Yes. Then I will now move this particular card, this particular frame, I want to move to the back of this design. So I'll just click on Control plus backward bracket. The computer backward bracket is that particular bracket that looks like this on your keyboard. It looks like this. It's close to the P on your keyboard. So backward bracket. So I put in my card, and this is my third ATM card. I can select all 3 cards and I'll duplicate again. I love duplicating a lot in my work. So I would I want to have all these cards in isometric mode. So I'll just go here and just, before I do that, I want them to fit into this space, into this area. So I'll just select all 3. Then I would click on scale. Okay. Why I use this is because it reduces all the size of every element. No matter how many elements you have in the design, it reduces respectfully. If you use the normal scale, which is the shift plus left button of your keyboard, of your mouse, it will not change everything. Let me show you what I'm saying. If I click on this particular card and I'm just using the normal move button, if I click on this card and I hold shift and I drag, you can see all these items are not changing. I'll press Ctrl Z to go back. All of them are not changing. But if I use K or the scale, you can use this key K or scale. You can select all 3 with shift, all 3 cards. I will do this, and then we can use scale to change all of them together. So now that we've done this, next is to make them isometric, and I'll just come here and just do isometric. So I would okay, why is it doing this? I would use any of these three plugins. You know, as a designer, it's good to try out many plugins and try as many as possible as you can find on the internet. So I will wait for it to load. You have to just be patient a bit. So we already have the isometric plugin loaded. So this is telling us to make it 45 degrees. We can just do this. Click on the second one and do this. Click on the third one and do this. You can select all cards and just tidy up. The space between all of them is 21, so I'll just reduce it to. Do I want this though? I mean, it's a bit, awkward. I'll just change it back and Ctrl Z everything, and I'll try another plugin. Let's try Skill That. Awesome. So Skill That is here, and I've selected my first card. I'll just do this 19 degree. I'll just pick the second card and do 19. And my third card, I'll also do this and just select all cards. And just do this and just have them all. I'll bring it to the front. Then I'll group all of them. Control plus G to group. And I'll drag them into my design. Fantastic. Then I could decide to play around with shapes, and I'll just draw some lines with my P. I'll just draw. I want to make a curvy line, so I'll just do this. Then I would, when you make a line with P, let me do that again. With P, you select, you draw your pen tool, basically. That's what I mean by P. You click and you click. Then you press Escape. Now you have your shape done already. So now I want to bend this line and make it a wavy line. I want a wavy line behind all these cards. Why? I am trying to make people focus on these cards and do some beautiful, thing here. So I'll just double click on this line. Then you see this curve tool, this bend tool, it shows up. So I'll click on it. Then I'll click on this node. Click on this node. So we already have our line drawn, and I want like multiple lines. So I'll just duplicate. I'll select all, then tidy again, center, tidy, then I'll do reduce the space to 10. What is going on? Okay, I'm not working, so let's do this. And I'll group. I can just drag it into my design and just take it to the back. You can either press Ctrl plus the backward bracket and just do this. Now, you notice something. I don't like that these lines are too visible in my design. So what would I do? I'll click on the lines. Now go to my stroke, because these lines are stroke basically. My stroke, then I'll reduce the color past 20. Can you see now? It looks better. Now the next thing we want to do, we want to move to the next stage of this design. Drag this onboarding screen to the side. The next screen we want to design will be our let's take this. We used I forget it a lot. So 390,844. 390,844. Yeah. So the next thing we want to create will be our select the card page. You know what? Let's design our home screen. So that's the home screen. And we would also make it black. This is the same black we used here. Be consistent with your colors when you're making design. So in this page, we will have our card, our wallets, and other details like that. So to start, we just have to create let's make it text. that says hello Peter, and would make this text 24. But before we do that, we need to assign a layout for our design. So we'll just go to the layout grid, click on it, then select your column. I will do a 6-column design, and I'll do a cut of 24 or 16. Let me just do 16. Yes, multiple of 8 basically. Then my margin, I'll do a 16 margin. Margins are the lines from here to the side of the design. This is how to do white space basically. So I'll do all of it and I'll just put it to the top here. And next thing I will do, duplicate this text and say your wallet. I'll use this text. Let me use this text 20, and I would leave this at 24. I can broaden it a bit and do medium or do semi. Next thing is we want to have a card showing our wallet balance here. So I'll just draw a frame. I want the frame to reach here. Why? Because when this particular individual has multiple cards, the second card will start from here and it'll be inside this frame. So I'll just do the same gradient thing here by filling this frame color and change it from solid to linear, and just put this and drag this out. Give the border width of 24. 24 is too much, not bad. I will leave it at 24. Next, I'll select my card. What color should I make my wallet card? Green and black. That's not working. It's not bad, but it doesn't look too fine. I'll just turn this off. I think it's going to look good if by the time I put my text and the details. So I'll just try and increase the black. I mean, this green here. I'll increase this, and I'll drag this to the side. Just do something like this. Okay, just put it here and put it here. So the next thing we want to do is we want to create let's say your balance. I'll take this text and say your wallet balance. Your wallet, okay, balance, total balance. Just add it at the center, and I'll take this one and also put this at the bottom here and say 3, 4, 983. So the text is the same size, and I want to go a bit lower here. I'll do 16. Then here I would do 30. And this is how many cards are. So we want to next thing we want to do is we want to create a notification here and a picture. Anyone works. So I'll just draw a circle with 0 and just drag and just do 40 instead and put it in here. I'll draw a second circle also, and I use it to many people still do not get how to draw this. Many beginners don't know how to make their shapes, and it's just by holding shift and dragging. I'll bring it here and I'm trying to do the notification icon. I'll just do this and just go up a bit. So I'll put it on top. And now I want to put a face here. What does Peter look like? I'm going to put it here now. There are two ways to do this. You can either use the plugin to fill in the image, or you can come here and click on this and do image Then select an image from your computer. Or you could just use a plugin. Let us use Content Rail. Content Rail. I'll just run it. And I'll go to Images. And I'll select one of these avatars here. I will do toy faces. I can select one of this. Awesome. And like the contrast between this yellow and this background. So this is showing that I am online or that I have a message. But since I want to just keep designing, I'll just want to put a notification icon here. So I could do go to my plugins again and go to Iconify and search for bell icon and drag this out. Then I will do 24, and I'll just change the color and put it here. Well, works. Next thing, I want to draw something here, so I'll go back to my layout and I'll turn it on, and I'll draw a frame here, and I'll give it a stroke and change the color to yellow. Change the border to 24. Make the stroke a dash. Change the quality to 5 or 9. Next, now I'll go to my Iconify plugin again. Control Alt P to bring it back, to bring the last plugin I used back. I'll press plus, and I'll drag this one out, and I'll change the color to the yellow I'm using for this area. So I'm adding it here. So basically, it's saying that you can add more cards. For now, this particular person has just one card. Total. Yes, so I'll just put it this here at 12 and say general wallet. I don't know what this means, but it's just a design. I have this closer. So the next thing we want to do let's quick transfer. So the owner of this card has been transferring to you know what, let's not make quick transfer, let's just make basic buttons, say quick links, and say quick links. The owner of the account must be transferring money to people, so we'll just do quick links and just say with the frame, and just draw this. I'm doing 100 width, 109, so that's the width of this two area, and 80 by size, a border radius of 16, and I will try and give it a stroke of yellow. White, it's just the white, and I'll duplicate this and duplicate this. So in your wallet, what do you do? What are the things you do in your wallet? You make payments. So send to make payments. We also put money into our, could say transfer. Transfer or send at the same time. So we transfer money out of our wallet. We what's the word when you bring money into your wallet? You add payment, add fund. Let's just say add fund. So you can transfer to people. This should be the first. Add fund. You can transfer wallet to wallet, and you can scan to pay. Scan. Yes, so let's just add these 3 cards, and you can take and scan to pay. So now I want to add icons before we move to the next item here, which would be next thing we'll have here will be recent transactions. So basically, just watch the space until 25 and 24. Let's do add fonts. An icon for add fonts would be, we'll just go to the plugin and just search for I would like to use clay. No, I would not use clay. Let me use Lucid. Lucid icons. It's also best to use the same icon pack for your design. So I'll just do add. And there is no add plugin. I'll just do send. I'll just have the transfer icon roll out here. I'll do 24. I'll do 32 for this one. And change the color to yellow. Have it in here. Then I will do scan. Just have scan here also, and just change it to 32. Make it yellow, and just have it here. Then add fonts should be a plus actually, so I don't want to stress. I'll just do wallet. In fact, wallet. Let's do a wallet icon. Click on this, then I'll close for now, and just change it to this color, and just have it at 32. Also drag it into here. So there we go. We could just turn this off and just see what we have. Awesome. So I'll just when you want to know why frames are important, this is why frames are important. If you use the shape for this, you wouldn't have the 2 icons grouped together. So I'll just hold the 2 together and do Shift A. Make sure the space between them are center. And I'll just do this and just have Shift A also. Shift A. So I'll just do all this together. Shift A again. And do spacing of 16 between all 3. Yes. Okay. These are really massive icons. Don't mind me. I'm designing from my head, and I'm trying to make sure I design fast. I'll just put it here. So this is 4. The space between these 2 is 0. I'll do 4. The space between these 2 is also 4. Fantastic. So from here to here we have 10 spacing. I'll move the bottom to the top and just do 8. I'll see what is spacing between this one. 62. No, let's do 24. Spacing of 24 here, and we would have 24. Next, we want to have a list of transactions showing here. So we'd just go back to our and just turn this on back and just go to frames again and just draw. I would use this one. I don't want this big size here. The transactions. I want just this size, and that will be width to be 62 by height to be 50. And I would fill it up with a color and also do 24 for border. 24 is too much. 16 or 8. Let's do 8. Then we would give it the same black. But I'll turn this off a bit and see what it looks like. Yeah, so I want this to be a bit lighter. So I'll just come and do this. So we'll start creating our payment and just say, okay, I'll duplicate this. I can't use the same size. obviously. So I'll just go to 16 and see what's the name of this transaction. Um, supermarket. Okay, supermarket items. Then I'll duplicate. I made this payment on 12th of June 2022. So I would go for that to 12 or 8. You know what? And just have it here. What time did I make this payment? I made this payment around I'll have it here. Around 12:56 p.m. So I'll do is I'll just have this together and just have this one here, the same line. Select the two together and press Shift plus A. Shift plus A to add an auto layout. Then I'll hold this one with Shift, select this one holding Shift, and do Shift plus A again. I have made a component, a double component. Now the space between this one and this one is 4, and that's a bit too much, so I'll do 0. And I don't like the hierarchy of this. I'll just change this color. I'll look for this color and copy. Then select this, and just use this color. Okay, that's a bit dark. This is too dark. I'll just go light a bit here. Next item we have should be our price. How much do we pay for this particular stuff? For all we got, I would say $40, and I will have it here. Now I want dollar to take more preeminence in this design, so I'll just change it to semi-bold. Have it here. Then I will just hold this with Shift, hold this with Shift again, then I'll Shift A. Now this space between is too much, so I want a space of 16. 16 seems to be too much. I'll do 8. And I'll select holding Shift. I'll just select this one. You know, before I do that, let me just add an icon here. Supermarket payments, right? So when we're doing supermarket payments, we would have I would like to increase the size between these two. Yes, because of my button. Unless I want to go slower than this and do height of 40 and a width of 45. Okay. So this is better. I'll do 7. Nice. So make supermarket payment. So I'll just do this and just do arrow and just have payment. So payment is going out from our wallets. So I'll have this icon drawn. It's showing here. You can see it here. So I'll have it drawn out. So payment going out, payments coming in. We'll take this down arrow. So I will just, change the color to yellow. Then I'll drag this into this design. Then I'll select the two with Shift and just, okay, that's not working. Yeah, so, okay, we already have it done. And I would select this and Shift. So done this. This might be too small, so I'll just do 12. And you know what? I'll just hold on first, then I'll click on this. I triple clicked. I clicked one. Select all these 3. Click again. Select this one. Click again to get to this particular one. I'll just do this and just do fixed width. Why? I don't want this width, no matter how much I increase the size of this button, I don't want it to pass this border. So I'll also select this one also and just do fixed width. This is how layout works. Just calm down and try it. Pause the video, try it. And I'll just click on this and just do 12. Oh, okay. I need to still do something here. And you know what? I will do this. Yeah, let's do this. And let's do 12. That's still okay. I'm sorry. Fixed width. Okay, then I would have this one also on fixed width. Okay, I could do 12. I can't explain why it's 12 not big. You know what? I'll just go back and just stick to this. I'll teach you another example in that tutorial. I'll make it to the second tutorial, explain how this works. Then I will just simply duplicate this and I'll shift A and I'll do this and shift A. And move it to the top and have 14 or 16. Yeah. Then I'll just click on this arrow and copy. I can do this one and say paste to replace. And you know what, I'll just change this color for the sake of color theory. So we'll do payment coming into the account. You know, let's do this one. The arrow down is for payment coming to the account. So we'll just do green. Then we can always duplicate this particular one. Duplicate and we can always, you know, just drag. This is the beauty of auto layouts. You can always drag. And you can always delete something. You can always duplicate, Control D to duplicate. You know, and just have this deleted. So when you're making payment out, this button should be red. And payment out should be red also. That's the 10. That's electricity bill. So let's change this to wallet fund. Wallet fund. Then change the date to, you know, whatever you want to have it as. 10th. And change the date to 8. Change the time to whatever time you want. So it's all up to you to change all these parameters the way you want them to be. The next page you want to create will be the page where I say you can select cards. And what you do is you duplicate this frame and you just, I would like to delete everything I have here. And just delete. And simply we want to just create a text that says card customization. And we would have a text that says design your virtual card, and just have this. You can also have an arrow. back arrow that shows you could go back to this page, go back to the previous page you're working on and just have it as white. Design a virtual card. So we'd have these 3 cards here. Okay, these cards are a bit big, so I have to resize them or make them really big. And I'll do my K to shrink them down. I can have them in here. You know what? That's not the purpose of what we're doing. So I'll just have them back and just have my cards in here. I'm trying to create a card. Next thing I want to create, we're trying to customize our card and just to select color. Select color. Let's see. And just do pick a bunch of colors and just do frame, draw, fill, put it to 8, and just fill these two linear and just create a replica of all these colors we already have here. Just do second color would be this. Then next color will be this one. Third card design would be this one. So we have yellow and we have purple. Let's create the fourth card. I'll just draw it out. Design is really fun when you know what you are trying to achieve. So I have this frame and this frame. It's taking me time. I just pull it to the side. Look at this. You can pull to the side and have it inside. I'm trying to have this one lushed in. So we'll do this and just do like this. We have this and we'll give it the color of solid and this color. No, it's this color. So we have our 4 ATM card customization styles we can choose from, and just we'll just have a text and say let's just have a button first. We'll just have this button, double click and drag out and say I want to have this button at 80. And let's see, continue. So center, I'll just have the button full width spanning. Select card color. Then we could also have our something like importance, information, and you could say don't worry, you can always change your card style whenever you wish. group it together and group, then give it a fill and give it a light, give it a padding of 24, 32, and just have it here as it. So we're done creating this. Then we can also duplicate this and just have it as 3 cards. So we will just we didn't create this, so we just have this deleted and just select all 3 and shift A to group. Spacing of 16 will be fine. So we will just remove this and bring this in. Now we want to create an animation for this card. Before we do that, we'll just view this in our prototype mode and just change the color to red and view in prototype mode. You know what, before we get there and do this, let's all give these designs a name. So I could say this is midnight and put that 14 and do this. I'll select all 2 and just select them here. Then duplicate this text by Alt and just do marigold green. Select the 2 and have them here and just have them spacing of 8 will be fine. Spacing of 8 will be fine. Duplicate this text also and do yellow. These are just random names, they are not made up names. I'm making them up right now. And we'll have a last color as dual tone. And we'll select both and just put a space of 8 also and hold 4 and shift A, have them centered and have them at 8. Okay, so not bad. Let's just move on to the next step. I know the spacing here is a bit different, so I'll just do 12 instead. 12, 12, 12, 8 spacing, and yeah, let's do 14. That's fine. Then I'll select these 2 together and select these 2 together and have this comes together. And, I want to make sure they're in here under card customization. And we will just check what it looks like in the prototype mode. From here, let's start from this one. Awesome. So this is what it looks like. Move next to the next wallet. And the last one is this design. This is what our designs will look like. And we are not done. We are not done. The next thing will be to create an animation for all of them. We have 3 cards. So I want to make sure that people can select any of these 3 cards. So I'll do this. So I will do and slide this holding spacebar. Hold spacebar. There's a reason for that. Hold spacebar and just get here. This third one also. Once you start selecting, you hold spacebar. So we have all three cards selected here, and 24, 24, 24, 24, 24. So in prototype mode, we just have to just come here and just have this one. You double click or triple click it and have it dragged here to this screen. So it does on tap, it does smart animate. Let's see what smart animate does when you click on that. Then we have this color card, this one. We don't have this one created. To drag it here and just to untap smart animate. Let's do ease in. Let's do ease in. It should be easy and out, but we'll try it. Let's just try. Then for this one, we'll just have this. I want when people click on this, it shows this card. So just click here and just do ease in, smart animate. And when we do this, tap smart animate ease in. Drag it here. On tap smart animate ease in. Then we have this one is on. This card won't have any of this. This one won't. This one should also move here. On tap smart animate ease in. You can all have all the arrows go back to the home page. About arrows go to the home page. About arrows lead us back to the home page. Then this ad will take us here. So now that we've done all this, we just need to just try the cards and just see what happens. Awesome. So yeah, we've created our virtual cards and we've done our tutorial video. I hope this is easy for us to create. Thank you for learning with me. Bye.